For the best part of 15 years, you were either Team Messi or Team Ronaldo. But as with everything, all good things come to an end. Both Messi and Ronaldo are well past the peak, leaving opportunities for up-and-coming players to take that number one spot. But over the past few years, the debate of the best player in the world has not been so clear-cut. Last season, maybe you could have made an argument for Erling Haaland. However, towards the end of this season, he seems to have dropped off a little bit. There's always an argument for Kylian Mbappe. However, playing in France for all of his career doesn't really do much for his credibility. Who would have thought we'd be talking about a 20-year-old English central midfielder living the dream at Real Madrid? It's insane that a player of his age and experience can slot into a Real Madrid side and be the best player in the team. Not only be head and shoulders above everybody else on the pitch, but single-handedly win Real Madrid games. We all know he's 20 years old, but I've had to do a double take, a triple take, and a quadruple take at the year that he was born. He's younger than me. So today we're going to take a look at how Jude Bellingham has dragged Real Madrid to probably yet another La Liga title, and at the moment, how he could possibly be the best player in the world. Before we do, if you go on to enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and after all, if you've watched this far, then you must be interested. So let's set the scene. Jude Bellingham came through the Birmingham City Academy. He actually joined them when he was 7 years old. He would play in the first team at Birmingham City in the 1920 season, making 41 caps, scoring 4 goals. In the summer of 2020, he would sign for Borussia Dortmund for a fee of just over €30 million. Bellingham made his debut for Borussia Dortmund on the 14th of September 2020, starting the first match of the 2021 season against third-tier MSV Duisburg. This would be in the DFB Pokal at age 17 years and 77 days. After half an hour, he scored the second goal in a 5-0 win, becoming the club's youngest goalscorer in the DFB Pokal. When Dortmund faced Lazio in the group stage of the Champions League on the 20th of October 2020, aged 17 years and 113 days, he became the youngest Englishman to start a UEFA Champions League match, breaking the record previously set by Phil Foden. He went on to win the Bundesliga Player of the Season award in the 2022-2023 season, playing a total of 92 games for Borussia Dortmund in a 3-year stint, scoring 12 goals. And then in the summer of 2023, getting his move to Real Madrid for a fee of €103 million. So far in La Liga this season, he's had 25 appearances, 17 goals and 4 assists. And in the Champions League, 8 appearances, 4 goals and 4 assists. He's played a few times in the Cup as well, so that means overall he's made 36 appearances, scored 21 goals, and also had 10 assists. Bearing in mind, the season is not over. Real Madrid have a Champions League semi-final and potentially a final on the horizon, also with 6 games left to play in the league. It must be noted that his insane goal contributions have come from playing in midfield as well. Now, what's very important to note is that Real Madrid, despite being very, very far clear at the top of the league at the moment, 11 points clear, practically won the league. There would have to be a disaster for them to not win the league at this point. But they haven't been at the best, as seen in the Champions League quarter-final against Manchester City. Granted, they defended fantastically, however, I really have no idea how they managed to go through. A lot of games they've won this season, they've not deserved to win. They've actually deserved to lose. But it is Real Madrid, and all great teams find a way. What I'm trying to say here is it's not like Real Madrid are going and thrashing teams 5-6-0 left, right and centre, and Bellingham is just picking up the pieces and scoring here and there. That's just not the case. His goals are very, very important. They're worth the weight in gold. He scored in the first match week of the season in a 2-0 away win against Bilbao, and most recently scored a 91-minute winner in El Clasico. Now, something that's very interesting this season about Real Madrid is, well, over the summer they let Benzema go to Saudi Arabia, meaning that they don't really have a recognised out-and-out striker. The only person that could be in contention realistically is Mato Hossalu, who is not a bad player at all, but if we're just going to be objective, he's not Real Madrid standard. So far, he's scored 8 goals in La Liga this season, meaning that even though Jude Bellingham has been playing in midfield, he's been scoring those striker-esque goals, where he seems to be in the right place at the right time constantly. Of course, it's not just his goals, he has a very impressive assist record this season as well. Incredibly comfortable on the ball. He's probably the first name on the team sheet playing for England. He's got 29 caps now. And I think one of his best qualities is just the way he is as a person. If you ever watch any of his interviews, he's very honest, he's very humble. He's just a perfect example of what you'd aspire to be as a football player. All of those factors combined mean that his current market value is 180 million euros. And that supposedly is level with Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. However, Jude Bellingham is 20 years old. Haaland's 23 and Mbappe is 25. Now, of course, different footballers peak at different ages. The perfect example will be Michael Owen, who peaked very young. However, majority of players reach the peak of the powers at the 27, 28, 29 mark. Jude Bellingham's 20. So potentially, we have another 7, 8, or 9 years until he's reached his full potential. I mean, what is going to happen if he really does continue to improve at the rate that he has been doing over the past season? Then what the hell? What do we have on our hands next season? And never mind the season after. At the age of 20, joining Real Madrid on your debut season, having a ridiculous goals and assist record, dragging that Real Madrid team through the season to win the La Liga, to a Champions League semi-final, having a joint top market value of 180 million euros, earning 400,000 euros a week. Now, in my opinion, it's very hard to argue against him being one of the best footballers in the world at this current moment, if not the best. And you know what? Jude Bellingham right now is favourite to win the Ballon d'Or 2024. And I'd say it's justified. They've pretty much won La Liga. They've got to be favourites to win the Champions League. And realistically, that's all thanks to one man. Of course, that is Jude Bellingham, and to be honest, if he did win it, it probably would be the nail in the coffin. But it would be insane if he did win it at the age of 21. Like, that would be mental. And this isn't biased because I'm English, and so is Jude Bellingham. Not at all. To be honest, when he moved to Real Madrid, I thought he was a decent player at Borussia Dortmund, but I thought the €100 million price tag was a little bit too high. When I say a little bit, I mean massively too high. But he is 100% proved me wrong this season. Wow. Anyway, that's just about all we've got time for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, then maybe you should take a look at my previous video. Should be on the screen now. We took a look at how Bayer Leverkusen dethroned Bayern Munich. Anyway, this video did take quite a while to make, so if you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.